Hi, it's Steve Gerald from GolfCenter.tv, and I'm here with Randy from Washington Golf Centers, here to talk about golf is a year-round game. What do you mean by that when you think of golf as a year-round game, Randy?
Well, just like most sports, if you can keep your hands on the equipment for 365 days a year, then when that first great day in spring comes out, you're not brushing off the dust and trying to figure out what's going on with your game.
Wait a second, great game in spring? I'm thinking great game in like January, a great day in January.
Wishful thinking. We do have it around here sometimes, but we'll take it anytime we can get it.
All right, what are some of the things you have that can help that person who's looking for something during what we'll call the off-season?
Well, a few of those items really are just the hitting nets that you can take inside or at the office. The chipping nets, there's a couple of tools, and we'll get into more kind of the training things, but little simple things. Mickelson, a few years back, hurt himself skiing, so he couldn't go out and hit balls. So he just kind of hung out and worked on his short game, and we know what kind of short game he has. So a simple little tool here, all we're trying to do is work on the big muscles, using the shoulders to pitch, to putt. And you'd be amazed. You do something simple like that, and well, we know what he's done the last couple of years in some majors.
Yeah, with this device, you're thinking it's really a muscle memory device that teaches the muscles and gets them into a reflexive motion.
Exactly. And you'll see that with some of the other items. Some of these training items here, Ledbetter swing setter, inside approach, Medicus that so many people are familiar with. They're all trying to build that muscle memory, and one that really does it. It's called the Golf Gym. It's a weighted club. Momentous has one. So others on the marketplace.
Right, you want to take this one?
I'll go ahead and I'll try not to whack anybody here. But the big thing with the weighted club, the two things that people do really are when we get it back in the back, we have a tendency to release the club here. And all of these are trying to get it so you're releasing down at the bottom. And if you can feel that, just the weight of the club.
Oh yeah, I can.
So nice heavy club. So the idea is, and it's got a training grip on it, so it's teaching you the right thing there. So again, that's at 365 days a year. Just grab that, and that way again, come that nice first day, it feels like it should.
Yeah, as I held that, we've come a long way since Johnny Carson practicing his swing there on the open of the Tonight Show.
Exactly. So we take this back, nice heavy club. It's going to help you set it in the back, and then because of that weight of the club, you can't do that move. It's going to make you pull down, and you swing this 100 times a day, 150 times a day, and it just grooves that swing. And then what you do, Vijay Singh has made this one very popular. We call it the $8 million stick. We've sold a few of these, but the idea, it has a speed.
It's called the speed stick.
Speed stick, and if I take this and just swing it, not hit you again, and again I take this thing back, let me tap it down so we've got it. When we take this and we do that little thing where I'm talking about, and I release it up there. Nothing, 70 miles an hour. I take it, I'm not going to swing much harder and just release it down at the bottom, and I went from about 70 miles an hour to 85. Just a little silly practice swing.
Interesting. So it really shows you how the dynamics of the swing matters more than the speed of the swing. Is that correct?
Very much so. Very much so.
Very nice. So, and that's called the speed stick. Is that correct?
That's called the speed stick. And as I say, other devices have tried it successfully. Medicus, everyone kind of knows that one. Ledbetter has a new one called the swing setter.
Okay.
And again, kind of the same thing.
Let me step back again.
Where you're.
What are these balls right here?
Basically, he's come up with a neat little invention here that the two things that you want to do when you take it, this ball right here, you take it back and it'll release if you set the club correctly in the back. So you've got a good plane.
Yeah. Can I see the release? Can I see the releases? This right in here releases when the momentum is correct.
So, yes, if you release the club and set it in the back, that's going to come apart there. So you hear that sound. And again, a lot of these tools, so many of the tools out there, that if you have your coach or your trainer there with you, they can work in relationship with him. But I like these tools where you can just hear it yourself and have a go at it. So I've got it set back there. I've heard that. And then at the bottom again, if I swing at the bottom, I'm going to hear that click at the bottom of the club as well. Where, again, doing that thing where if I just kind of roll it back, I haven't set my hands very tightly, so I'm not hearing a click, and I'm hearing that kind of double thing of something that happened back in here by flailing and throwing the club behind me. So kind of that instant feedback that doing something right, doing something wrong. Again, snowy day in December. Those are the things. Just keeping your hands and yourself involved in the game of golf 365.
Yeah, and this is, I guess, muscle memory, but also touch, and also, I guess, staying connected with the game mentally, I would think would make a difference too.
Mentally or mental, whichever way you want to say it. We've all seen the movie with coming out here with 18 of these things strapped to us and everything else. So you got to be careful what's out there, but at the same time, most of them work tremendously.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us. Here's to good golf days in January.
All right, thank you, Steve.
Thank you.